Last week's rivalry showdown versus Bella Vista. This Friday's matchup versus Wood Creek. Coach's Corner and player profile. All this today on Game Day. Hello and good morning, Casa Roble. I'm Brendan McCarthy here with my fellow analysts Marcus Sampson and Michael Povey. How you guys doing? What did you guys think of last week's game?
I'm doing great, Brendan. And last week's game, I think the Rams really rose to the occasion of rivalry week. They had a good week of practice, and they came out and dominated.
Yeah, you said it, Marcus, and I gotta say, the Rams really did come to play, ending with an end score of 41-6 against our hometown rivals, BV. I gotta say, all in all, it was a good game. But there are some things we have to fix in preparation for Wood Creek this week, Brendan.
All right, well, we got some highlights from that game for you. Why don't we go? To start Casa's offense off, Gabe Alvarado is going to take the handoff, make a great move going to where the field opens up. He sees a lane and is gone, outrunning multiple BV defenders who took good pursuit angles on him, but he still will get into the end zone for a Casa Roble touchdown.
And the Broncos with the ball, looking downfield to pass, but linebacker Sonny Sword blitzes, and when the BV QB steps up, he is there to stop the play. Still on defense, a few plays later, Casa wants that ball back, and a tip throw falls in the hands of Daniel Rich, who makes some excellent cuts in and out of defenders until someone brings him down at the 20.
Casa Roble will capitalize on this, and quarterback Trent Matson dives through a big pileup of linemen for another Rams score. That next offensive drive, Rams marching down the field. A spot pass is caught by Brendan McCarthy, who simply just sprints up the sideline into the end zone for another Casa touchdown. And it almost seemed like Casa's offense could score at will now, as Gabe Alvarado, dragging a BV defender with him, scores again.
Going back to defense, Casa was relentless against Bronco QB Connor Zari. Throughout the game, he has been completely worn out by that Casa Roble defensive line.
Casa did great on offense the whole game, but will have to punt one time, which usually results in a change of possession, but not in this case, as the ball bounces off the chest of the returner and Sonny Sorg recovers it. This is going to result in the game being 41-6, Casa wins. Coming out of last week's game, Casa Roble with a great win over Bella Vista. But now we're moving on to this week, when Casa Roble faces the Wood Creek Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's right, Brendan. And the Wood Creek Timberwolves do have a very good running back, number 6, Don Corbin. He's a very fast running back, probably the fastest we're going to see this season. So our linebackers and D-line are going to have to do a really good job of keeping him contained.
Yes, Michael, and they also have a fast receiver, number 9, Malcolm Thomas Jr., who supposedly runs a 4.2 40-yard dash, so Casa's DBs are going to have a lot on their hands tonight.
That's right, Brandon. And Marcus Sampson is going to give us a quick inside look as to what we might see against Wood Creek this Friday. Marcus?
And thank you, Michael. As you can see here, Wood Creek runs a 3-4 cover 2. Their outside linebackers will also blitz on occasion during the game. Offensively, Wood Creek runs a very basic offense. They have 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a running back. Their quarterback is under center, unlike the Casa's offense. And back to you guys.
Thank you, Marcus. And yes, Casa's offensive lineman is going to have to step it up this week, especially against a defense like Wood Creek's.
You know what, Brandon? Speaking of offensive line, Cyril Cole is going to give us a little take on what he feels about this game in this week's player profile. Cyril Cole, senior starting offensive lineman for Casa Roble High School, is this week's player profile and plans to lead his team and line by example.
As a senior year, I feel like I am one of the main captains on the line. I feel like I have taken it upon myself to lead by example.
Cyril Cole and the rest of the offensive linemen have switched from their pass attack protection to more of a run attack protection for this year's offense. In order to do that, they have to be some of the toughest guys on the field.
Because last year we were all about protecting Payne, protect him, keep him on his feet, but now we're all run, so we have to make sure when we come out on the field that we're the biggest, baddest kids on the team, or on the field.
The offensive line position is a very unselfish position, knowing that they have to do great and for others to shine.
Well, Our O-line always set a goal for Gabe, 2,500 yards this year. So that's what we're going to be working to. And O-line's going to be busting their butt every week to get him there.
Ciro explains that the offensive line is like a brotherhood, and if any one person were to miss their responsibility, the whole team would pay for it. So they have to stay in tune with each other.
The O-line has to work together no matter what. Because even if one block is slipped, they could kill the entire play. So O-line has to work as a group and a tandem.
Ciro plans to help keep the momentum rolling through this Week 2 matchup versus Wood Creek and hopefully through the playoffs.
As long as all of our O-line can stay healthy, we're going to playoffs.
Yes, and we can expect a big game out of Ciro Cole this week, especially against Wood Creek's blitzing defense.
That's right, Marcus, and I did get a chance to sit down with Coach Ryan the other day, and he's going to give us a little inside scoop on what we might see against Wood Creek this Friday. Let's check it out. Good morning, Casa Roble. I'm Michael Bovey here in Coach's Corner, sitting down with the one and only big dog, Coach Ryan. Thank you for being here, Coach.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
You know, so great win at BV last week, winning 41-6. What are some of the positives you took away from that matchup?
Well, I think offensively and defensively, we did a good job in the game. I was very happy with that. Plus our special teams, we only punted once. Always a goal for a coach. But I'm not sure that it was really a measurement for our team yet. I'm not sure that Bella Vista was ready for a 0-week game. So I think this week with Wood Creek, much tougher contest.
Wood Creek's got a couple of star players, number 6 and number 9, receiver and running back. Have we done anything defensively speaking to possibly contain those two?
We're going to double cover number 9, Malcolm, their leading wide receiver. So if 2 players can't cover him, then I suppose we'll add a 3rd player and we'll triple cover him. But right now we think we can stop him with 2 of our corners and a safety, and that's the game plan.
Okay, so all that aside, do you think Casa will be able to take Wood Creek in the Week 2 matchup?
This is going to be a great measuring tool for us this week, plus intercom next week to see where we are for league. If we can move the ball, run the plays that are called and get 3 and 4 and 5 yards at a carry, I don't think Gabe's going to have any 65-yard touchdown runs this week, but if we can get 5 and 10 yards, we'll be good.
Well, that's all I got for you today, Coach. Thank you for being here. And back to you guys.
Coming out of Coach's Corner, we are now going to move on to our next segment, which is some key questions for the night. And we have some key players, number 6 and number 9, who are extremely fast offensive threats. How is Casa going to contain them?
Well, I think that Casa needs to double cover their good receiver, and the linebackers need to have a big game to stop number 6.
And to be honest, no matter how fast or how talented a guy is, if you take the right angles and you finish the tackle by wrapping up, it can't be a problem. So defense really needs to relax and just go get the ball carrier.
I definitely agree, guys. All right. Now, talking defensively, Wood Creek really does like to man up on the receivers, which is really taking a chance for them. How does Casa take advantage of that?
Casa needs to take advantage of that by setting their outside receivers on go routes. If you're going to press a guy, it's not hard to get on his outside and just chuck the ball. You got to take advantage of what they're giving you, and that's what they're giving you.
Exactly. I mean, the Rams did that against BV last week. Granted, BV is a less formidable opponent than Wood Creek will be, but I think we can still do the same thing offensively.
All right, guys. So Casa wins tonight's game if...
Well, I think Casa wins tonight if they're efficient offensively and that they minimize their turnovers and take care of the ball.
Exactly. We do need to take care of the ball. We had 4 turnovers against BV, and a team like Wood Creek is not going to let us get away with that. We need to be the ones that are making turnovers. We can't be having turnovers ourselves.
Definitely. What does Wood Creek need to do to win tonight's game?
Well, Wood Creek simply just needs to execute and give the ball to the guys that are going to make plays for them, and being number 6 and number 9. So our, defensively speaking, we just got to watch those guys.
Exactly, Michael. I think Wood Creek, if they're able to stretch the field and get outside with 6 and 9, they're going to be able to win the game.
Definitely. All right, Casa, that's all we have for you this week. Be sure to come out to Newman Field at 7 o'clock tonight to watch the Rams dominate!